Greetings and welcome to Unispherical Muse. And I noticed that a lot of people have a lot of acronyms behind their name. Now, an acronym stands for a short version of their college degree. And back in the day, I watched a movie called You, Me, and Dupree. A husband and wife, Liv Tyler, whatever, turned to her husband and says, "Get your head out of your butt and give me a hug." That is called the head up butt syndrome. Okay, so I always say, how far up your butt does it go till it gets back on your shoulders? Okay, so take your head out of there and learn there are different ways between education and knowledge. Okay, so for some odd reason, a lot of people, unless they're in the business world, they really don't understand that brick and mortar buildings where you walk in and actually buy a product are like disintegrating before our eyes as time goes by. Everything is done electronically. You buy your products online now. So to assume that a company must have a brick and mortar business is living in the past times of what? The 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s? Let's bump it up a notch. All right. It's hard to change for some, but guess what? It will lessen your frustration when you learn this. All right. So I'm on 20 different sites. I have 4 different businesses. And yes, they are all legally binding in the state I live in. Thank you very much. So in order to keep with that motif, which I find not very important because I have 25 years of college, 5 college degrees, that's including a PhD, and that's including 22 certificates and stuff. So moving on to something that's more important, I'm updating my business cards. Yay, because people can't seem to comprehend that if I'm on YouTube, hey, that's my business platform. If I'm on Twitter, that is my business platform. You have Facebook profile and page. A profile is a personal profile. A page is a business page. So let's bump it up. So I'm upgrading once again, my business cards now are saying Reverend Dr. Lewis, DDIV, PhD, Certified Reiki Practitioner, Certified Master Life Coach, Certified Small Business Owner, Certified Financial Planner, and I'm going to be putting all those acronyms on my new business card. And then, of course, there's no more room, but there's also a PO3, Petty Officer 3rd Class in the United States Naval Reserve. So in order to do this, I'm searching for something in particular. So if I have 40 years of education under my belt, obviously I think I know a little bit about the direction I'm going. Now, you have education, which is secular education, which is government education. You have esoteric education. It is esoteric knowledge, not education. Knowledge is brought forth from eons of thousands of years that came from Mount Olympus, that was taught through the secret schools to the people that were the elites. So this has then become lost knowledge, which is the backdrop of time that knowledge forgot. So let's bump it up. Let's do our research. Let's find out what it is that we actually know in this life, because if you are following an educational plan, hello folks, pay attention. I never paid for any of my college degrees. Why would you go through college and get a what? A loan. And then you get out of college and then you got to worry and stress about all of that, paying all that crap back. I don't think so. So A plus B equals C. A, knowing what you want. B, path travel. C, end result. Problem is, most people don't know B, path travel, how to get to C. All right, so with a little bit of knowledge that I will then share with you, simply for you to open the mindscape within your mind, these doors that you seem to want to keep closed. Government education is fate. fate is following someone else's destiny. Destiny is following your own destiny. In order to follow your own destiny, you are following your soul path. And how do you go about doing that? Well, there are different avenues that later, when I open my business, brick and mortar business, okay, I prefer online. It's much quicker, easier, straight to the point. All right. You have mind, body, emotion, spirit. That's the 4 bodies of being. Within your being, that is in between the between to the core being. Core being is the soul. The soul is the teacher to the spirit that is the student. The spirit is the teacher to the human that is the student. So when you learn how to reconnect self, you bring up self-esteem, self-worth, self-love. Voila. You are a very extremely powerful being. All right. Now, a lot of the books that I got for college, I actually went to thrift shops. Pretty cheap, very knowledgeable, but you have to know what you're looking for. All right? So I have, like, I'm going to show you like 1/16 of my private collection of books. I keep, just like you walk in a doctor's office, and I'm an alternative doctor. Thank you. You walk in a doctor's office and behind their head on their bookshelf is a bunch of books. Well, I've got like 30, 35 years of information in my computer. That's a lot of typing, let me tell you, a lot of scanning. So there are a few books that I do have by fingertip. I will eventually put those in my computer. All right, so today is Saturday. And of course, when I get some white out, I'll be making it on my cards. So in feng shui, astrology, mythology, planets, the whole kit and caboodle, all is one. So we got to bring it into one sphere of all is one. And you have subcultures of subcultures of cultures, and which is the hierarchy. Just like you got the hierarchy, 5 levels of plant kingdom, human kingdom, bug kingdom. So you got the 5 levels. All right. So here we got Saturday, which is a number 1 in numerology. And this is Western numerology, not Eastern numerology. Because Western numerology comes from the Kabbalah numerology. All right. It's black, and I need to get some white out to be able to see it on my black index cards. So we got black, earth, Saturn, lead, life, building, doctrine, protection, and career. All right, so make out your cards, and that way you'll be able to keep track of the energies that are happening that day. And then here's Florence Scovel Shinn. You can find her on YouTube. She was a metaphysician back in the early 1900s. One of the things that she said was learning your connections basically in metaphysics, because you are learning how to change the energy in vibrations of rhythmic rhythms, pretty much is what I say. And the only way to do that is change the frequency. So changing the frequency is like changing channels on the radio station, which then is like opening doors within your mind, which is your mindscape, which is your landscape of internal landscape. Okay. I deny this appearance of disease. It is unreal. Therefore, it cannot register in my consciousness. I am perfect. I'm a perfect ideal of a pure mind, of pure substance, expressing perfection, the divine mind. So, start learning affirmations from others until you can make your own. You have to learn the mantras, the mudras, the whole kit and caboodle. So, the other day I'm emailing with my mom because less space. Your phone takes up so much energy and space, and really, who wants to pay for extra stuff? So, I'm going to be paying for her ticket to come out and visit during Thanksgiving, and she said she'll pay for the shuttle. So, in the mail, I get East Valley pre-arranged airport ground transportation You contact Stagecoach Express Shuttle. Now, how cool is that, right? I love the hilarities in life. Okay, so for today's, it's called Witch's Kitchen Oracle Cards. All right, so for today, we have cloves. Cloves is gossip. All right. We have idle chitter chatter, dish the dirt. Untrue rumors spread and hurt. Burn me in order to prevent gossip, slander, and determent. The magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be, there it is done. Clove guidance. Whispers behind your back or a husband's silence when you enter a room indicates that you are the topic of conversation. While there's no harm in having a good old chin wag with friends, bad-mouthing someone's private business should be avoided. You're no stranger to juicy gossip yourself. He said this and she said that. It's just tit-tat. My antibacterial properties are powerful enough to wash any gossip monger's mouth out. Be watchful of who you share intimate details with and play your cards close to your chest at all times. It's vital to keep your reputation in high regard, and so I will assist in purifying and raising your vibration and protect you from any smear campaigns. Burn me with a red candle to put a stop to any gossip that is affecting you now, or to prevent and protect you from slander in the future. Recommended recipe, mouthwash for toothache, mouthwash, pain relief, clove revealed. In ancient Chinese used cloves to sweeten their breath before an audience with the emperor. The clove was one of the first spices to trade from the Maluku Islands. Native tradition from these islands was to plant a clove tree for every newborn child so that the life of the child was linked with that of the tree. And as I said before, learn from the different alternative healings around the world. It might just open your world. So when you go into business, pretty much you want a business plan. And I have 3 because I have 4 businesses. I haven't done the 4th one yet. It's still in the process. And then you got stock investing for dummies. I love these dummy books. And then you got turn $25 a month into $100,000 in 10 years. Building your debt-free life. Double or even triple your money in 5 years or less, adding to your financial portfolio. Technically, I went to this class they taught at the University of Nevada. It's a husband and wife team, B&R Christensen and E.S. Christensen. So they taught this class, and I don't remember how many hours, maybe 2 or 4 hours, so it was one-time deal. And in there, they say, do not invest in more than 7 different stocks. Why? Because never put all your eggs in one basket. You're going to put 2, 4, 6, and then whatever's up in the air. So you're going to do low, medium, and high. So you got your high ends, you got your, the technical trade, so anything to do with electronics, you buy and sell within 6 months. So you have long term, which is life, and then you have the medium investing, which is anywhere between a year to maybe 5 years. So learn the energy of money, all right? Then when you're going to the doctor, having, oh my goodness, I had about 20 different dentists, doctors, oral surgeons, neurologists. I actually had 3 till the 3rd one finally found out why I'm in such pain in my head. Nasopharynx cancer, where the sinuses meet in the middle of the head. The cancer was eating the bone in my head. Now, let me just say, in my lifetime, I've had 2 different cancers. Pretty much the last one was gone in like 4 weeks. Boom, I don't have time for this. I have too much in life to do. And I had hyperthyroidism, which then the naval doctor found. My heart was beating triple time, which means then I could actually have a heart attack in my sleep. So that means that I had to go to a regular doctor, waited 1.5 years because I wasn't in any hurry. You got this old ghibli doctor. The only way he knows how to do things is surgery. So I had to go to the emergency room, drink radioactive iodine, and disintegrate my thyroid. Okay, so 28 years living now on my 4th different medication, because a lot of them are synthetic and they don't regulate with my body. So I've learned through these books I get like at thrift shops, and I put them in my book, The Infinity of Infinite Self. You can find that on Smashwords, the ebook. You can also find the paperback on Amazon. All right, so Roots of Healing. You got this Andrew Well, MD, all these MDs, all right? They are saying that the doctor only goes to medical school to just live their head in a book. They don't have any bedside manner because they don't realize the human being is an emotional body of being. So you have to learn how your emotions will regulate your health. So as I always say, putting nutrition into your mind, putting the nutrition into your emotion, putting the nutrition into your body, putting nutrition into your spirit will create your core being. Now, all of these 4 bodies of being will then regulate and vibrate into the auric colors, and which is the color spectrum beyond human comprehension. And when you go into these, it will then regulate out, vibrate out, goes through the funnels, the portals of your chakras. You have 22 chakras because you have 4 bodies of being. All right, so you got Roots of Healing. Then you got Quantum Healing by Deepak Chopra. Then you got the Immune Vantage, which is the powerful natural immune boosting program to help you prevent disease, enhance vitality, live a longer, happier life, the Immune Vantage. Then you got Christine Northrup, MD. She had her own OBGYN practice for 20 years. So yeah, she's a medical doctor, and then she opened a woman's, oh shoot, what do you call it? A woman's place where women go and they can get treated, not just medically, but metaphysically, because she teamed up with another doctor that is in metaphysics, all right? So you got the ion effect, because revolutionary discoveries reveal that electrically charged particles in the air may control your moods, health, and sense of being. And the ions, they tell me you learn that in high school. I never went to high school. I don't believe in government education. Keep your friends close and your enemies even closer. And who's the enemy? The government. Seriously, do you really believe that the government is there for the goodness of your heart, or for the goodness of their business? Business has no heart. So pay attention to your health, and you will then elevate your health into a higher state of consciousness, which then you will become healthier. So in the ion effect, it basically states there are 7 spots around the world. When the winds come, it blows within the dirt in southern Arizona, Switzerland, all these different places around the earth. When it does, it affects the mood. And when it affects the mood, some people are affected very severely and want to commit suicide. So, catch up on your knowledge, not your education. Then you have the archetypes of the zodiac. The archetypes of the zodiac for the Gemini is the search of variety. So as I always say, variety is the spice of life. And of course you can get these at where? The thrift stores. Then you have Aromatherapy. And remember, this is only like 1/18 of the books I have. Aromatherapy, I showed yesterday about snapping off the leaves off the yucca trees, off of the branches. And then you can make aromatherapy, eucalyptus aromatherapy, or you can make essential oils and on and on. All right. Centuries ago, eucalyptus tree was thought to cleanse the environment. So fragile, the sickly would choose to live in areas where these fragment trees grow, hoping for recovery from their ailments. While just living under the trees might not be the cure people hoped for, the tree does indeed offer healing. The Australian Aborigines applied crushed eucalyptus leaves to wounds to promote healing. They also use eucalyptus leaves to fight infection and relieve muscular pain. In India, eucalyptus is used to cool fever and fight contagious diseases. Even Western surgeons recognize the benefits of eucalyptus and have used a eucalyptus solution to wash out operation cavities. Today, eucalyptus is used in many different types of pharmaceutical products, from vapor rubs to cold remedies. Even veterinarians and dentists use eucalyptus in their practices. Its sweet woody scent, coupled with its proven healing ability, makes it a favorable essential oil in aromatherapy. Therapeutic uses: antibacterial, asthma, arthritis, chickenpox, coughs, decongestant, fever, insect repellent, measles, migraine, muscle pain, rheumatism, shingles, sinusitis, sprays, throat infection, essential oil. And like for chickenpox and shingles, use 2 to 3 drops on a cotton swab and applied to an affected area, relieves pain associated with these ailments. So you're going to, mix well with these particular stuff, extracting methods, steam, distillation, parts used, safety information. So yes, the more that you learn about, as I say, the more I learn about me, the more I can help others, which in turn helps humanity. And for fun reading, I'm doing The Coming Race. And this was written back in the early 1900s. I'm also reading for my termite test with the other certificates that have nothing to do with this, but have to do with my business that I work at, which is the 4th largest school district in the state I live in. So you need these certifications for spraying out of school because it is the state requirement for any school district nationwide, because there are children. You have to know all the rules and regs and yada yada. So to be safe, you have to be certified in those. So that's 3 of those. I'm going to add up 4 to that, which is not even on here. So I will keep adding to the collection because these are the particles, which are actually lots of particles make the whole, which is like a pizza pie. So you got 8 pieces to the pie. So learn what it is your soul path is, and slowly but surely, as I'm gathering all this information, which is 35 years so far, eventually it will be into one, because I'm working on my 3rd and 4th book series, same time as my podcast, same time as my 30 years professional landscaping, same time as 4 businesses, same time as all my projects. So I'm an extremely busy person. So when I have it all combined into one avenue, then once again, I will then reiterate my syllabus in Metaphysics 101 and Fractal Animal Art class. So, life is love, love is life. Blessings from Reverend Lewis, and thank you for your support.